And then mount plates NAHA.
Yeah, you can do it.
Hell yeah, you're here all day, aren't you? And so, do you know anything about these two specifically? Okay, well. Yeah, just that centering column ball is a little wonky, so like I had to work the middle of that to balance it. But no, it's pretty slick. Well, I guess what's nice about the iPad though is because, well, you know this doing hockey. It's so like those cameras. It's a little harder to follow the puck with the traditional cameras because the puck is tiny.
Yep.
Compared to like basketball, football, or soccer. I've said, and lacrosse is the same thing. Those balls are so small in the viewfinder, you're like, wait, where to go? So having that is oh, the snack thing. What else did you need?
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
Now that I'm not talking anything.
Eat. So that's why you were asking me. No, it's fine.
I just figured you might.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, yeah, we're getting paid the same.
Yep.
There's no, the check cashes out the same, isn't that how the saying? That's the saying. And now that I know the gist of it, so it's like so this is just a weekend event, but it's part of their regular season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I'll bring my laptop tomorrow for the 2 games I'm doing, and maybe I can pull up. Well, I might be able to pull up standings and.
You want me to get my laptop out for it?
Oh, okay, or that works too. You didn't. The only reason I didn't bring mine today is because I have to go. I got to go all the way to Eastridge for basketball, and I just didn't want to. And I have to bring back the set of streaming gear for NSBN, so I just didn't want to be hauling a ton of equipment. Didn't find any like water dispensers up here though.
No.
So you gotta, well, it's not the end of the world. It's just so the next time we get a break,
Concord.
yeah, I'll have to go down. I might do that actually since we have a few minutes.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
That's a good shot.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
You know, I always get a kick out of highlighting where I'm at. Okay.
Yes, take it.
Let's see. So. Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
I'm just not
It's a little
patient.
slow.
Oh. Yeah, we have a couple of slower laptops at NSBN, and sometimes I get a little impatient, and then so I clicked on the encoder too many times, and a few seconds later I get 10 screens. I'm like, oh, okay,
Whoops.
better slow down there.
Hey, what's up?
So far, so good.
Hey, can they turn that on so we can see the times and that? Yeah. They had it on last year. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just trying to be able to see that and everything else. That's the only one that we have is down here. He's going to take over for this game, so he's got the same teams tomorrow. So.
Okay.
It's just slower than snow. It's my music computers that I don't do internet with it.
Okay. Well, I saw it like, okay, now I saw you. I haven't met anyone else that's done rodeos, so you've got
Run downstairs if you need anything.
Yeah, I actually have a question for you. I found out late last night that one of my filmers, I don't know, he's here today and I don't know if
So you can just pick this whole thing up and just like either that or it should be fine. What is your day?
We should have enough. Yeah, we should have enough time in between to move.
Well,
It just won't be centered, but if Connor can't get, like it's a first world problem. It's like we won't be dead center, but if he's in a wheelchair, yeah, that's what. Okay, and I'm looking at the.
got it up.
I've got the stint for 19U. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So okay, these are all the 8 teams. I think or is it all 19U or?
Yep, it's all 19.
All right, so these two are at the bottom of the standings. So 1-7 and 0-8. Okay, well. That is Mount, not Flag. So they'll be the road team. Oh yeah, well, I think it's the end. We might want to get that. Do what? I just think if there's a way to get that more down, that would probably help. You're going to be
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
yeah, unless. But I mean, do they have a?
I don't think it's updated.
Okay. Doesn't look like it, no. They have games played and that's it. We are ready to resume action here at the JWHL Minneapolis Weekend 3M Arena at Mariucci. After a short break, I'm Mike Peden. I'll be handling play-by-play for this one to give Jason a chance to recharge. He'll be here the rest of the day. We've got Pacific Steelers and Mount Academy. Mount out of North Rustico in Canada, and Pacific also out of Canada in Vancouver. The two teams just have one win between them. Pacific won 7-0, Mount 8-0, and 11 combined goals. So offense has been hard to come by for the two sides. For this game, part of the weekend event, Mount will be the home team, or excuse me, the road team. I'm so used to calling high school games where it's the other way around. Pacific, the home team, wearing the white jerseys. Mount, the home team or road team, wearing the black jerseys. We just finished the warm-up session, so we'll be getting this next game started shortly. Part of a full weekend of games here at 3M Arena at Mariucci and Ritter Arena. We'll be at 3M throughout the day today. Tomorrow and Sunday will then split between 3M Arena at Mariucci and Ritter Arena. But it should be a lot of fun either way, as we have a full day's slate of games today and tomorrow, and then we'll have a couple of morning games on Sunday at both sites. Pacific will start Amy McLeod at goalie. And for Mount Academy, it will be Brooklyn Adams. Adams, a senior. This is 19U. We're underway. Face-off won by Pacific. We'll get names and numbers as we make our way through, as Pacific tries to get things going, and they do. Jessica Bride with an early shot on goal. Mount looking to get control of it. Number 19, turnover. Samantha Wu gets a couple of cracks at it. First shot wide, second shot wide and behind. Pacific with some early forechecking as we get underway here. If you were not with us in our last game, we played 3 20-minute periods. We'll resurface the ice after the second period, and there is a mercy rule, 6 or more, when the third period starts. So kind of a mix between high school and then collegiate and pro rules. Right now it's Pacific Steelers getting all kinds of attack zone time as Kate Johnston lines up a shot that is gloved by Brooklyn Adams. We'll have a face-off in the Mount Zone just a minute into this contest. As you watch live coverage on the JWHL YouTube channel, glad you are with us, and we'll be with you all weekend long. Face-off won by Pacific. Loose puck, it's picked up. Mount, breakaway chance. Shot off the post. Sarah Penny had a look. Well, I take that back. That was Caitlin Herring. Those 9s and 8s can be a little tough to read on the back of the jerseys sometimes. But a reprieve. They say the post can be a goalie's best friend. Herring, another takeaway. 1-on-2, another shot. Saved by McLeod. Both teams getting early looks. And this is part of the regular season, so even though there's just one combined win, as we get a wraparound and a goal. It went through. 2 minutes into the game. Pacific leads 1-0. Sienna Ho Kang, if I'm saying that correctly, scoring the goal. Remember, these two had a combined 11 goals entering this game. They'll be here all weekend, so they'll have a chance to up that figure, but what a quick start. As we'll go the other way. Face off in the Pacific Zone. Puck glides around the boards. Mount had a glancing look at the net. To center ice we go. Control taken by Pacific and Julianne Hendricks. Trying to get a set going, but the pass from Lee to Wu offline. A lot of Canadian teams taking part in this 19U weekend event. All 19U teams. Pacific. Once again, Bhavni Daliwal. Her shot was wide left. Another off-speed shot that is batted away by the stick of McLeod. Mount Academy backs up. That is Penny. Pacific will clear and change up the line. Now Pacific will regather. Kate Johnston sends it up into the neutral zone, but the pass was mishandled. 2-on-2, shot, save. McLeod. Sienna Ho Kang, who scored, stands 5'3". But don't let that dissuade you. A lot of prospective athletes will be gracing us here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. As we go back to the neutral zone, McLeod opts to freeze the puck. We'll have another face-off in the Pacific zone. 15 and a half minutes remaining in the first period. 1-0 on the goal from Sienna Ho-Kang. Pacific wins the face-off. They'll bounce around the boards, give themselves some space. Pass up ice, fielded by Charlie McDougall. Now trying to sustain an attack. And we're going to get our first penalty for tripping. With 15-12 left in the first, our first power play opportunity. And it will go to Mount Academy on the tripping call. Caitlin Elong tagged for the penalty. Mount Academy with the woman advantage. But it's Pacific who gets the face-off and will dump it to the other side. Remember, no icing when you're shorthanded. McDougall gathering speed. Through a couple of defenders, but lost control of it. Penny to back her up. Has a look, fires, save McLeod. She'll freeze it with 14:48 left in the first. McLeod seeing a lot of activity in the first 5 minutes and change of the opening match for these two. Most teams will get a couple of games in today and tomorrow, but everyone will get the same number by the time we finish up on Sunday, as the shot got deflected and bounces away to the corner. Scooped up by Mount Academy. Bush, cross-ice pass. McDougall has to retrieve it, going off the wall. Couldn't get it down cleanly. Pacific with a chance to clear. 1:10 left in the power play. Lined up a slap shot. It was deflected by Bush, but it will give Pacific a chance to clear things up. Here comes Penny. Looking for a lane, doesn't see one. Tries to center it. Shot goes wide left off the board. Dooley with an off-speed wrister that McLeod will freeze. Another face-off coming up. 33 seconds left in the power play. Stansted and Philadelphia will follow at the 12 o'clock slot. And again, this is a regular season weekend event. And by my understanding, if this were to end in a tie at the end of regulation, it will go down as a tie, no overtimes. So these games move along at a pretty quick clip, all things considered, as Pacific dumps it to kill off the penalty. A solid penalty kill on the part of Pacific as they return to full strength. Mount did get a couple of looks, but no serious threats. Lead pass found its target, Kate Johnston. And Adams chooses to freeze it. Dana Birch, the head coach of Pacific. Kenny McDougall, the head coach of Mount Academy. Pacific winning the faceoff. Johnston from the point near the blue line had her shot deflected. Pacific trying to keep that forecheck intact, get a little more pressure on Mount Academy. Johnston whiffs initially. A gathering on the near side from our vantage point. As you picked up on, by now we are behind the benches, so the opposite angle of what you would normally see at games here in Mariucci Arena at 3M. If you're accustomed to watching Gopher men's hockey on Big Ten Network or other stations that happen to cover games here. Whoa! Rookie Lee winning the scrum, fires a shot from deep in the slot, and it finds its way to the back of the net. 2-0 Pacific leads. 11:51 left in the first. Officially, the goal will come at 8:09 of the first period, and Pacific, they've had a tough time scoring goals all season long, just 6 goals in 8 games played. They've got 2 here, less than 10 minutes into the contest. Mount Academy winning the faceoff, trying to get one back. Shot glides wide left. Izzy Bush had a look, but was cut off at the last minute. Couldn't get a solid attempt at the net. Pacific sneaking one through Adams earlier. Here's a shot that is knocked away by McLeod. While you can't make your way up the standings in one fell swoop, these are the kinds of games that can serve as a confidence builder, as we'll have an icing call. And a face-off in the Mount Academy zone. 11:08 left in the first. Mike Beedham with you for this game. Jason Hetland running the camera. Jason will be with you for the remainder of the day, though, so if you miss his voice, don't worry, he'll be back. As Pacific adds another face-off win, they have done a solid job controlling the face-offs in the first period. Puck gets back, picked up by Pacific. This is Barunka Sibertova. Takes a shot. Adams with the save. Pacific winning the possession time so far. Rookie Lee, who scored the last goal, started at the age of 3.5 with the North Shore Avalanche program. Then played for Vancouver Island Seals in U18 AAA, and now with Pacific, one of the fastest players in Canada and the U.S., according to her scouting report. Other sports she has taken up include softball, soccer, and basketball. So a multi-sport enthusiast as Mount takes control of this one. Parsons was lining up a shot, or attempting to. Mount Academy gathers. Off speed, McLeod dives on it after the deflection. Herring went down in the scrum, but we play on. 10:01 left in the first. Mariucci, no stranger to hosting hockey of all kinds. As Pacific tries to barrel their way up ice with it. Instead, Mount Academy will clear. Puck will bounce off the board and glide to the other end. No icing. Mariucci also a host site for some section finals. Pacific trying to poke it away and get a breakaway chance. Couldn't do so. Mount Academy gathering. Herring fending off skaters. McLeod has to freeze it again. 9:24 left in the first. Mariucci, as I mentioned, hosting some section finals in high school hockey and also a consolation site
for the state boys hockey tournament, better known as the tourney, one of the annual rituals here in Minnesota. But the women's hockey audience is growing, as we saw last year with Minnesota Frost. And at the high school level, record attendance a year ago at the girls' state hockey tournament. We have a broken stick. Everyone looks like they got it. They were able to clear the stick and get it out of play, so it won't be in harm's way. Interference call. So another power play coming up. It will go against Siebertova. Second power play chance for Mount Academy. Face-off won by Mount Academy. Shot from deep. Cleared away after the save by McLeod. Charlie McDougall, the sophomore. Pacific with the interception. They get a shorthanded opportunity. Batted away by Adams. But you'll always welcome a shorthanded chance. That was Montangano. Pacific has another player wearing number 91, not listed on the roster. Could be an alternate jersey. If we're able to find out who number 91 is, we'll relay that to you. As Mount tries to gather for a power play attacking chance. Herring down ice. Looking to hook up with Penny. Puck went underneath. Shot. Save. McLeod. Gloving up saves at a rapid rate. 7:40 left in the first. 56 seconds remaining in the power play. 2-0 Pacific over Mount Academy. Face-off up for grabs. Mount has it. Dooley looking for the centering pass. Instead goes to the slot. Bush right into the glove of McLeod. Amy has been tracking pucks with a high dose of accuracy. Another face-off win for Mount Academy. And would love to turn this into a scoring chance. Shot from the point, deflected. Pacific trying to flip it down ice. They'll at least get it deep enough, and they will get it down. So they'll have a chance to change it up here with 20 seconds left in the power play. Puck corralled by Izzy Bush. Behind the back pass. 8 seconds. Dooley's shot may have been deflected, goes wide left. That will kill off the power play. Another clearance for Pacific. A solid defensive effort the last couple of minutes. Now they will regroup and try to get that offensive pressure back again. Cross-ice pass went off the stick of Jessica Bride. Dhaliwal had pressure coming up from behind. Puck goes into the bench and out of play. I think it was touch, so we'll just have a face-off on the Mount Academy side. We'd like to welcome all of you who are watching. We have streams for each of our games today. It's not one continuous stream, so when this game's done, Stansted and Philadelphia will follow, and that will start at approximately noon. But you can find every game right here on the Junior Women's Hockey League YouTube channel. 2-0 to score, Pacific over Mount Academy. Shot from deep. Hauled in by Adams. That was Holkang, who scored our first goal of the day. Mount Academy again in North Rustico, Prince Edward Island. Pacific Steelers in Vancouver, a city that has a strong history with hockey. I understand a few Canucks can be found there. I'll show myself out. 5:15 left in the first. As we have a couple exchanges in possession. Mount Academy trying to bounce it off the board. And move down ice again. They haven't had a ton of opportunities at even strength. Here comes Siebertova. Through a couple of defenders, gets a shot off, and she'll draw a penalty, I believe, for tripping. Yes. Still impressive that she was able to get a shot on Adams as she was being tripped. And the Pacific Steelers will earn their first power play chance of this game. Izzy Bush tagged for the penalty. 4:57 left in the first. Let's see what Pacific does on the power play. They have been the stronger team at even strength in terms of attacking chances and attack zone time. Another lost stick, but this one will stay intact as Mount Academy clears, forcing Pacific to regather behind their own net. This is Dhaliwal waiting for her teammates to get in position. Pacific now making their move. Shot. Adams got a piece of it as it ricochets off the boards. The centering pass goes offline. Mount Academy trying to get the clearance. Cannot. Shot. Leg save by Adams. And now the puck wedged along the far boards. Another clearance for Mount Academy. They'll change it up here. 50 seconds left in the power play. And an offside call will send it back. If you're Mount Academy, you'll take a face-off in the Pacific zone. Gives yourself a chance to regroup and keep that puck, keep Pacific out of harm's way. Whoa, the ricochet went right in front of McLeod. She's able to take care of it in time, get on top of it, but nearly a shorty for Mount Academy. Cross-ice pass. Wasn't quite hauled in. Loose puck. Off speed. Gloved by Adams. Bride with the attempt. Johnston got the puck after the Pacific face-off victory. Centering pass right in front of the net. Puck is still loose. And it sails just wide left. That will kill off the power play, but Pacific almost had a chance to dump it in. The net was open for a time as we return to full strength. .240 left in the first period. Now Mount Academy trying to get set on the offensive side. Pacific looking for the clearance. They try to bounce it off the board. Puck goes around. McDougall had it. Now it glides all the way back to the Mount Academy side. Mount will let it rest on the boards momentarily before they try to gather, but that also allowed Pacific to catch up. Battle for the puck ensues. Madison Seitz getting a couple of touches on it, but Pacific cannot turn it into an attacking chance. They'll regroup in their own zone. Along able to dump it. Around we go. Centering pass just got away from Rookie Lee. As we approach 1 minute remaining in the first. Lee. And Long up there too. Puck still along the near side boards. Dooley has it. Finds Macy Citrom. Passes behind. Shot was whiffed by Penelope Goddard. Mount Academy does get a chance on it though. And McLeod doing some fantastic work between the pipes in this first period. 20 seconds left. As Pacific tries to fend off a Mount Academy attack, they do. Lee has it. And she'll just dump it. Got across the center line. So no icing there, and that will do it for the first period. As the buzzer sounds, Pacific leads 2-0 over Mount Academy. We'll take a quick break. Again, we resurface the ice after the second period. Stansted and Philadelphia will follow at the 12 o'clock slot here on the JWHL YouTube channel. Lee and Ho-Kang, the goal scores. Sienna Ho-Kang scoring 2 minutes into the first period. Rookie Lee, 8:09 in the first period. Both even strength goals. Pacific 0 for 1 on the power play. Mount Academy 0 for 2. A quick break to change sides as we get ready for period number 2. The two teams, again, in the bottom of the 19U standings. So a victory here would be a highly welcome sight for everyone involved. And we're going to start with a face-off in neutral ice just 13 seconds in after an offside call. Pacific with the early jump. The Stansted Philadelphia Junior Flyers will be a one to watch. Here is another shot from Lee. Got the one-timer off, but right into the padding of Brooklyn Adams. Face-off coming up in the Mount Academy zone as Adams doing a brief calisthenic. Puck gets away from Pacific as they backtrack to retrieve it. Siebertova. Warded off by the trapping defense. Loose puck. Adams with a big-time save, trying to keep Mount Academy within reach. Most of you know this. Goalies can be in a vulnerable state after the initial save. Adams with some great reflexes on the second try. And we stay at 2-0. Mount Academy tries to clear. Pacific attempting to swoop in for the takeaway. Two teams on the opposite ends of Canada. Prince Edward Island on the east end of our neighbors to the north, Vancouver, located on the Pacific side, hence the name Pacific Steelers. One side bordering the Atlantic, another bordering the Pacific. Dooley with a breakaway chance, shot, save. McLeod. Just underway in the second period. Pacific still leads 2-0. But some highlight-worthy saves from our two goalies, keeping this one within reach for Mount Academy. And McLeod doing a terrific job keeping Mount Academy off the board as we get a breakaway chance. Pacific wins the foot race to the puck. And Jessica Bry taps it in to make it 3-0. The goal comes at 2:42 in the second period. A team that had scored just 6 goals entering this game has put up 3. And like we said, they can't surge up the standings in one fell swoop, but they are trailing Rothsay by just 3 points, so a win here. And a few of the teams ahead of them have played a few more games. So this is the kind of performance that can at least give you a building block or starting point to try to make a run. But Great effort by Pacific. Getting a couple of timely shots and then winning the foot race. That's why you see players sprint after it on a loose puck. Bride beat Adams and was able to tap it in. Not unlike what you see at soccer sometimes, when there is a sprint to the ball, or the puck in this case, and whoever gets there first has the play. Sohi goes around the boards. Pacific hangs on to it, passes back to the point. Shot from deep, deflected. Mount Academy will intervene and knock it away. But this game has tilted mostly in Pacific's favor. The only time Mount Academy has put any kind of sustained pressure on the net, as we'll have an icing call, was during their power plays. Face-off, won by the Steelers. As it ping-pongs off the board in the net. DeLewall leading another attack. Calls her own number, but Adams is there for the save. Mount Academy fielding the puck, trying to get the space for a clearance. Ho Kang with the takeaway. Lets one fly. Batted away by Adams. Johnston. Pass wasn't entirely clean, but she finds Montagano, who passes behind. She was expecting somebody there. Instead, it was a Mount Academy player who got there first. They'll send it down ice and pick it up before it crosses the red line. They try to get a centering pass, but that went past its target. Now the puck skirts down to the Mount Academy side, where it will be gathered and sent the other way. Mount Academy would love to get one back. Pass deflected. Tried to get the lead pass in. A quick one-timer. Didn't work out for Mount Academy. And Aliong looking for a way out. Can't quite do it. Mount Academy dumps it to change up the line. Wu trying to go up ice, and does, but nowhere for Sohi to go. Cross ice pass. Now another one to Kahlert. Shot picked up by Pacific. Second chance wide left. Couple of touches. And Mount Academy dumps it around the board. Sohi to Montagano. Shot, save, Adams. More offensive pressure from Pacific, though, who have controlled this one from the start. Mount Academy has laced in a few salvos, but Pacific the more consistent team. And with this being a full-length weekend, Pacific will play later tonight at 6, so they'll have a chance to regather. They're the only team that will play 2 games today. Everyone will get 2 tomorrow. And the schedule, as Pacific regroups, we'll have a break between games at 3 a.m. We'll have games at 8 and 10, and then again at 4 and 6. So there will be a little bit of time in between. It's a full day at Ritter. Starting at 8 and going all the way till about 8 o'clock. So 12 hours of hockey. 11:44 left in the second period as we have a stoppage in play. And a penalty that went against Izzy Bush. Didn't see the signal, and neither of us did. So that happened right under our noses, but it is a Pacific power play. That much I can tell you. Pacific did not convert on their last power play chance, but they have been the stronger team on the attack. DeLeewall taking a patient, steady approach. Centering pass. Lee got bumped as she made the shot. Now the wraparound by DeLeewall. Couldn't get past Adams. Puck still live. Pass back to the point. Another quick one-timer on the lead pass to DeLeewall. That went wide right. Pacific with a seemingly casual approach. It may look that way from up here, but not trying to force anything. And that's all right. You don't always have to slap it from every direction at a high rate of speed. Lee had her stick dislodged. The official will pick it up and return it to the bench. Lee checks out, so everyone will get a stick. Meanwhile, Mount Academy able to turn it up ice and get a shorthanded chance. Goddard's shot couldn't find the net. 20 seconds left in the power play. This is the long cross-ice pass. Shot wide left. And that will likely kill off the power play as McLeod signaling to her teammates that Mount Academy would return to even strength, which they do. Whoa. So he had to duck as the shot was coming her way. The players do wear helmets, of course, but you still don't want to take a puck to the noggin like that. That will leave a mark. You have to go back a long time, but there was a period where players weren't required to wear helmets, which seems archaic in this day and age. 9:08 left in the second period. (3-0) Pacific leading Mount Academy. A game they have controlled from the start effectively, scoring 2 minutes into the contest as we get a couple of dumps and an icing here, so we'll get some fresh legs on the ice and a face-off in the Mount Academy zone. And don't you forget about our full day of coverage today and tomorrow here on the JWHL YouTube channel. We're at 3M Arena at Mariucci all day here. Tomorrow we'll have a full day's worth of games at 3M Arena and at Ritter. And you can catch every game for the wonderful asking price of free right here on the JWHL YouTube channel. Here comes The Steelers. Siebertova had to hurdle above Adams. We play on. Good defensive stop by Mount Academy. They need to pick up a goal here, and they can't allow any more if they want a chance of winning this one. Mount Academy looking to get rid of that goose egg in the win column as the centering pass to Bride deflected off of her body and over to the left side. Blanchard will just dump it after getting across. More fresh legs for Mount Academy. Icing waved off. Pacific picks it up, but not for long. Izzy Bush with the takeaway. Shot, Adams deflecting it with her padding. And she'll glove this one as Mount Academy laced a couple of passes to try to squirt that puck through. Pacific looking for the clearance. Lee can't pull it off. She's trapped along the boards. But the loose puck regathered by Pacific, and now they'll have a chance to clear it and change it up. Montagano sending it up. It goes around the boards. Now Ho-Kang had it for a moment. Pacific able to win the scrum and get an off-speed look at Adams, who opts to freeze it. I didn't see anyone from Pacific nearby, but Adams electing not to take a chance and risk a possible turnover in her own zone. We know how dangerous that can be. Pacific wins the faceoff. Adams will freeze it again. That time, a lot of traffic, so an understandable choice to freeze it with 6 minutes left in the second. Pacific winning the faceoff again. But can't do much with it. Mount Academy able to cover the tracks. Breakaway chance. Shot high. Herring with the best look of the game so far for Mount Academy. Unfortunately, her shot goes over the net. So no opportunity to put McLeod in a tough spot. And Pacific escapes with no damage. They'll dump it again, change it up with 5:15 left in the second. Mount Academy, another takeaway, and another heads-up play by McLeod. A couple of turnovers in open ice, but McLeod keeping that door closed. Dooley with a point-blank look. McDougall picks up the faceoff. Batted puck lobs over the net behind as we are under 5 minutes to go in the second. Pacific still leads 3-0. Mount Academy looking to get one back. They had a couple of chances. McDougall with a shot from deep in the slot. Stick save by McLeod. And now an odd woman chance for Pacific. Shot deflected. And Pacific can't line up a second chance try. I believe it was McDougall who made the deflection. And now they'll try to turn it up. Izzy Bush. Passes behind. Warford regathers. Steelers, 2-on-1. Another deflected shot. Second try. Grazes the net, but outside. Sohi with a good look there. Belescu offside. Another flurry of chances, though, for Pacific. But we'll go back behind the blue line to neutral ice for the faceoff with 3:31 to go in the second period. Now McLeod will freeze it. 3:12 remaining in the second. Puck goes around. Pacific trying to turn it up. It went off the stick of 91. Gets a centering pass in, but a lot of traffic. Was trying to hook up with Sohi. It looked like she was in the crease as it is, so I don't know how that would have worked out. But we'll have a face-off in the, Mount Academy zone. After Adams freezes it. Adams, a senior. There are a few post-grads on the Mount Academy 19U program. Seitz to Johnston, back to Seitz. Along the left side from our vantage point. Well, I guess the left side in general, but the near side is where I was getting at. Johnston again. Couldn't do much with it. Mount Academy with numbers, but they can't get the centering pass in cleanly, as we do have a collision between Aliong and Blanchard. Approaching 2 minutes left in the second. Pacific trying to throw down the hammer, but they'll dump it and try to play it along the boards. Mount Academy there first. Pass couldn't find its target cleanly, though, and maybe that's what Pacific was anticipating. Now Mount Academy gets it and flings it down ice. A chance for Pacific. Shot deflected. Loose puck nearly found its way to Lee. Wu retrieves. Tries again. Shot, save, Adams. And she'll freeze it with her glove. 1:15 left in the second. Pacific winning the faceoff. Delawall. Tried the centering pass. Nobody there to pick it up. 1 minute to go in the second. Mount Academy trying to hang in there. Down the wall. Had it, and Adams has to freeze it again. A brief entanglement, but nothing malicious. All things considered, our games so far have been played without incident. We don't see too many players really jawing at each other, and here all weekend, you sometimes see some flare-ups, especially for boys hockey games. Or men's hockey games. Just wait till you get to the sections of high school hockey. Things can get quite heated sometimes. Mount Academy winning the face-off. McLeod seals the door shut again as the centering pass found its way to Herring, who was right in front of McLeod. Couldn't tap it in. Face off on the Mount Academy side. Shot wide right, off the boards, and corralled by Kahlert. Herring with another touch. Tapped away by Pacific, but they are having a hard time clearing it. Puck goes behind the net. Adams will hang on to it as the second period comes to an end. 3-0 the score. Pacific over Mount Academy as they pick up another goal from Jessica Bride, who won a foot race to the puck early in the second and tapped it in. So we'll take a break as they resurface the ice and come back for period number 3 as Pacific hopes to log their second win of the season in 19U. We're back in a few minutes on the JWHL YouTube channel. Oh, yay! I think she, yes, yes. I take it that was meant for in a platonic sense.
Yes, yes, yes. All right, I'll be up in the ring.
Well, it just gives us a little more to work with.
What's that?
It gives us a little more to work with, especially as we get later into the.
That'll be nice. Then if we look at penalty or if we want to do assist, we can
Right.
What's nice to know,
All right, I took a look. I might be able to bring the tripod.
other tripods prepare.
Well, this is on a plate, so I could pull. We just have to remove the plate, yeah. So we just have to remove it and put another tripod there.
Just like this.
Yeah, if that's a little more stable, because I'd like to, especially if we have to move, I'd like the tripod to cooperate with us.
Did it break?
No,
No, just the centering column
super
is
wobbly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here. Hold this. Let me see if I can. There's a way to tighten it. Not sure if that helps. When we go through these things, did I bring the, yeah. So we can try to get a different, let's do this. I mean, you'll have to adjust this however you feel. Oops. And it's,
probably bring this down a little bit. Probably bring it down all the way, to be honest with you.
And then, yeah, you gotta just mess with this.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you.
Then also the other question that we have is, do you have the log in the game sheet so we can get what type stats in the computer?
Yes.
That'll be nice, huh?
Yeah, success. Can we move this? Can't get that. We might need to adjust this a bit because I can't. Oh, I see it sideways. Yeah, I might try to tweak it in between games. But how's that?
They'll get what we need. We'll tweak it once we get up there.
Alright.
Yeah. Where are you guys staying this year, Chris?
I could graduate.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easy. Call Ashley.
You know what I would like? I would like a JWHL.
We don't even have it. Don't you really? But we should get this.
Clothing.
We have like
I saw my buddy Mike here. We've got, how many years have we known each other?
A couple of years.
Yeah.
I don't think we've run into each other in person, but yeah, it was 2022. I did that
Yep.
section game at Simley. And
do you just want to see stats for this game, or are you looking for stats overall?
Just for the game.
Okay. Because I can show you.
Or overall could be awesome too.
Yeah. So if you go to so you go here.
Yeah, we got the stats on there for the year.
Oh, you got that?
Yep.
So you can do player stats here too.
Yeah. What I would like is, because sometimes we miss the calls.
Okay. So I don't know if this is doing live in this game. So here you go. So you can see the penalty. Oh, there's that penalty right there. And the goals and all that stuff. Oh, perfect. Yeah. So play by play. All right.
So there you go. Okay.
Perfect.
You got it.
Period number 3 about to start here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. With Pacific leading Mount Academy 3-0. Second period just had a couple of moments with Jessica Bride scoring, Samantha Wu getting the assist, and then one penalty. And that was for high sticking. So one more period, and then we'll take a break, do another resurface, and then get ready for our 12 o'clock game between Stansted and Philadelphia. But right now, Pacific with the 3-0 lead. Mount Academy got a couple of chances late in the second, but they have yet to get one through. Shot, stick save. Puck was loose for a second. Retrieved, another save. A couple of whacks. And Johnston says, yeah, don't be coming at my goalie like that. Alyssa McKinnon, like something along the lines of, or that was Penny, I should say, going, that wasn't what you thought it was. I don't know if that's what they actually said, but that was what I gathered from the body language. Face off in the Pacific zone. McKinnon got the puck, and now it's Siebertova. Pacific Steelers 1-7-0, 3 points, looking to pick up a few here and try to leapfrog their way up the standings in our 8-team pool. Part of the 24-25 season. Johnston and Dooley engaged in battle. Puck now picked up by Mount Academy. And McDougall, she's got a lane. Shot, score! What did we say about turnovers on your side of the ice? McDougall. With the first goal of this weekend for Mount Academy. Makes it 3-1. And Mount Academy has a lifeline. They still have some work to do if they want to bounce their way back in it, but it is a welcome sight nonetheless. We've seen some early goals in this one. First weekend of the Minneapolis event. Pacific looking to get one back. Wu had a chance, but her shot was deflected. Now Mount Academy will retrieve. Again, this is a regular season play, so everyone will play the same number of games. No tournaments. There's no play-in round. That won't come until later in the year. Leong to Bride. Bride scored in the second period. Puck will glide behind the Mount Academy net. Mount Academy called offside. 15:47 left in the third period. And before that McDougal goal, the game had been defined by Pacific's control on offense. Mount Academy, though, getting a couple of odd woman chances off turnovers. Valescu had the puck, gets it back. Trying that tape-to-tape pass. '91 has it. Cross ice. Snatched, but Mount Academy called offside as Citrom retrieved it. It's one of those awkward circumstances when you pick up a puck sometimes and end up offside after an interception. That can happen in a sport like hockey. As the scrum leads to the puck being sent behind everybody. Valescu gloving it. Parsons along the near side. Shot, glove save. McLeod will freeze it. Puck gets to Pacific. They try to clear. Instead, it was a near scoring chance, a near goal for Mount Academy. Bush will try again with a couple of wristers. The first one just sailed wide right. That really would have made things dicey on the part of the Steelers as Seitz loses the puck. But Mount Academy will be called for icing and we'll have a chance to reset. Face-off won by Mount Academy as they go back to retrieve. Pacific will play later this evening. Mount Academy, they'll be back at it tomorrow. Not uncommon in these weekend events to play several games in a condensed period of time. That's the nature of these club weekends, no matter the sport. Puck deflected, no icing. Big chance for Mount Academy if they can get set. Puck goes around the board. And a penalty. 2 minutes for roughing on Samantha Wu. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. Mount Academy got a couple of power plays in the first period. The first since then. And we have seen them in the power play fare a little better on the attack. They would love to cash in here with a woman advantage. But we'll start with Pacific, able to get the puck outside their own zone briefly. Now McDougall regathers. Tries to deke a couple of defenders. Ultimately, no lane to work with. Mount still trying to get set up. McDougall cross ice pass to Bush. Shot goes behind the net. McDougall again. Ensuring for a second that centering pass got away, and that will allow Pacific to dump it. Change it up. Just about a minute left in the power play, and those clearances always a valuable asset on the penalty kill. How about a shorthanded chance? Shot deflected by McDougall as Montagano collected the centering pass. Citron shot deflects off the padding of McLeod. And over to the near side. Couple of players going at it. This is taking away more power play time. Shot deflected. It will bounce past McKinnon, and that will kill off the power play. No power play goals for either side, and that means we stay at 3-1 Pacific. Steelers over Mount Academy. Takeaway in open ice. The deke goes nowhere for Samantha Wu, who had just returned to the ice, and that is another dangerous proposition because the players, when they come out of the penalty box, have those fresh legs effectively, getting a couple of minutes to watch and wait. Icing called. We'll go back to the Mount Academy side with 10:28 left in the third. McLeod fields it. Oh, near disaster. There were a couple of Mount Academy players swooping in, nearly leaving the net unguarded. Pacific will dump it for the line change. DeLewall. Nowhere to go with it. Here comes Mount Academy, but 1-on-3 between Evelyn Lefevre and the Pacific defense. That is a tough ask. No matter how skilled you are. Face off at neutral ice with 9:23 left in the third. Charlie McDougall, who scored the lone goal for Mount Academy so far. Slashing call. I was looking up McDougall, and then the penalty happened. This is what happens when you try to research on the fly. Developments happen while you're not looking. But a 2-minute slashing call on DeLewall gives Mount Academy another power play. McDougall who scored the last goal, took a shot from the slot. Pad save by McLeod. I was going to say Charlene McDougall also plays field hockey. Last year at the U16 Nationals, she and Ellie Mullins were named to the tournament team, also known as the All-Star team. So McDougall has plenty of athletic credentials. From Prince Edward Island, here comes Blanchard, trying to hook up with Goddard. As Mount Academy still on the power play, 1:15 left. That set didn't go anywhere. Another clearance for Pacific. And a reminder, no icing when you're shorthanded. Siebertova. Lost her balance. Gets bumped to the ice. We play on. Mount Academy dumps it. No icing called. Pacific looking for another clearance. Goes off the wall. Mount Academy has to retrieve it. McLeod fields it, waits for help. Pacific's penalty kill on point in this one. As Mount Academy not able to get any sustained chances on net. 17 seconds left in the power play. They'll try once more. As Herring moved down ice. Nothing. Another penalty killed off by Pacific as they try to get the centering pass in for a shorthanded chance. Montagano, though, couldn't hook up with her target. Jason Hetland will be back on the mic for our 12 o'clock game. Here comes Pacific. DeLewall with those fresh legs. Couldn't get a shot on net. It was deflected. But once again, Mount Academy flirting with danger in that sense. McKinnon. Shot sails right. And around the boards it goes. DeLewall with some open ice. But she had Olivia Warford in front of her and could not eke that shot around her spot. 6:34 left. We'll go back to the Mount Academy side after the icing call. 3-1 the score, Pacific over Mount Academy. Day one of our 3-day weekend, and Pacific having some trouble. Johnston had it for a second. Lee finds Samantha Wu. Mount Academy sends it back. Fielded by McLeod. And now Mount Academy attempting to apply a little dose of forecheck. Trying to jump on the puck and create that chance. McDougall, off-speed shot from deep in the slot, goes wide left around the boards. That pass goes off the skate of Goddard. Back out she goes, picked up. Warford, shot, save McLeod. Pacific clears. Warford will track it down and let it glide behind the net. Icing waved off. Now Pacific looking for the takeaway. A couple players get tangled up. Shot from the slot, wide left. Goes off the board. Valescu trying to collect the rebound. Another off speed. That one knocked away by the stick of Brooklyn Adams. Herring trying to snake it through a couple of defenders. And what has been a quick-moving third period, it seems. We've had a couple of penalties. but a lot of uninterrupted play. As we approach midday here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. McLeod elects to freeze it with a barreling Kirsten McKinnon coming her way. 4:24 left in the third. Face-off won by Pacific. 91 trying to gather. Couldn't keep her balance. Couldn't stay upright. But Pacific still has the puck. And they will draw a penalty for tripping. Bridget Blackwood getting a piece of Siebertova with the stick, and that's a no-no. So Pacific gets the power play, and with 4:06 left, an ideal position as they try to hang on to a 2-goal lead. Wouldn't mind adding to it if they can, but still in position for the win, and that's 3 big points, something that hasn't come their way a lot this year. Alliong retrieves after the Pacific face-off win, but they had to go deep into their own side to get it. Belescu over to DeLewall on the right side. DeLewall looking for a target, now goes cross ice. Over to Alliong. They try to go cross ice again. Instead, Mount Academy will flip it. McLeod fields it with her stick. Third power play of the game for Pacific. Neither side has converted a power play goal, or a power play chance, that is. And Wu's shot gloved by Adams. So we'll have a face-off coming up with 3:12 to go. Game 2 of a full day. 5 games in all today. As Pacific takes a shot from the point. Knocked away. Alliong waits for it to come her way. Sends it back to the center with Belescu. Shot from the left slot. Around the boards it goes. Alliong to Wu, back out to Belescu. Another shot that goes off the board. Another penalty was called, so this is 5-on-3 right now. Missed the ruling, but we've got 15 seconds left of the 2-woman advantage for Pacific. Alliong trying to maintain it. Montagano, cross ice. Mount Academy killing off the first power play. There's still 54 seconds left in the second power play on the penalty that went against Blanchard. And Pacific will use this opportunity to get some fresh legs. Face-off won by Mount Academy, but with just a couple minutes left, they are running out of time. They'll clear it. And McLeod will wait for Johnston to pick it up. Mount Academy sending a couple of players to try to cash in on a potential miscue, but Pacific maintains control. Johnston, shot, stick save by Adams. as time winds down in the second power play on the penalty by Blanchard. So no power play goals, but it's still a net positive for Pacific, but that is not what you want, a turnover and open ice. Pacific able to snatch it back and keep a breakaway chance from developing with less than a minute. And those two penalties really stamped out any serious hope of a comeback or at least a draw on the part of Mount Academy when you have to play 5-on-3 for a period of time late in the third. Under a minute here. And Pacific hanging in there. Mount Academy trying to get down ice for one more, but with less than 30 seconds left. It is a tough ask. They will not pull their goalie in this situation. So Pacific looks like we'll pick up win number 2 on the season. No goals in the third, but they hold Mount Academy to just 1 as time expires. It's a 3-1 win for the Pacific Steelers as they try to make their way back up the standings. They start this weekend with a victory over Mount Academy. Again, they'll play later this evening right here at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Mount Academy will have a pair of games tomorrow as we continue our live weekend coverage of the Minneapolis JWHL event. Coming up next, Stansted out of Canada and the Philadelphia Junior Flyers right here in the States. We'd like to thank all of you who tuned in for this game. Jason Hetland will be back on the mic for our next game as we continue live coverage of day 1 from our weekend stay in Minneapolis. Live coverage of the JWHL event right here on the JWHL YouTube channel. We'll see you in about 20 minutes.
Excellent, dude.
All right.
Good job.
Yeah, just what really trips me up is when those penalties get called.